In a world where machines write books, diagnose diseases, trade billions in seconds, and even create music that stirs the human soul, one question echoes louder than ever. What becomes of the human mind? We stand at the edge of the greatest transformation in human history. Artificial intelligence, automation, digital currencies, startups that scale to billions overnight. It feels as if reality itself is accelerating. But within this whirlwind, a timeless truth remains unchanged. No algorithm, no machine, no quantum computer can outmatch the disciplined imagination of a human being who knows what they want and refuses to quit until it is real. Napoleon Hill wrote in an age of steel mills, oil barons, and typewriters. Yet his principles, desire, faith, persistence, specialized knowledge, imagination, are more alive in the age of AI than they ever were in the age of factories. Because in this digital storm, the only stable ground is your mind, and if your mind is weak, you will be tossed like a leaf in the wind. But if your mind is strong, if it is trained, focused, and burning with a definite purpose, you become unstoppable, even in a world where everything else feels uncertain. So let me ask you right now, what is your definite purpose in this new economy? Not tomorrow, not someday, right now. Because without it, you're like a driverless car, moving fast but without direction, heading toward a crash. The world is full of young people scrolling endlessly, consumed by feeds, likes, and fleeting validation, mistaking noise for progress. But the wealthy, the builders, the visionaries of this century, they are not scrolling, they are constructing. They are coding, branding, building startups in garages, designing ecosystems, and mastering the art of money psychology. Hill warned us of the drifting mind, a mind without discipline, without clarity, without aim. Today, drifting is more dangerous than ever. The devil doesn't need to tempt you anymore. Distraction has already chained you. But here's the truth that Hill hammered into every page of his philosophy. You can take back control of your mind. You can master thought. And once you do, the world must bow to your will. Think about it. The billion-dollar companies of today didn't exist 20 years ago. TikTok, Tesla, Stripe, SpaceX, OpenAI, all born out of ideas sharpened into action, scaled with precision. They prove what Hill said long before the internet even existed. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Not what the AI can simulate, not what the system allows, but what the mind conceives and believes. This is why desire is not optional. It is the starting point of all greatness. If you want to rise above mediocrity, your desire must be so fierce that no rejection, no failure, no downturn, no algorithmic shadow ban can kill it. In the age of AI, competition is global, relentless, and merciless. But desire, burning, consuming, unwavering, cuts through the noise like fire through paper. And yet desire without faith collapses into doubt. Faith is the invisible currency of success. Do you believe, truly believe, that you are meant to win? Not hope, not wish. Believe. Faith is the antidote to fear, and fear is the virus that infects every drifting soul. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of irrelevance in a world moving faster than you can keep up. But fear evaporates when you cultivate faith, not in the market, not in the government, not in AI, but in yourself. Hill spoke of specialized knowledge. Today, it's the difference between poverty and wealth. General knowledge is free. ChatGPT will give you more in 5 minutes than universities gave in 4 years. But specialized knowledge, understanding markets, coding systems, storytelling, personal branding, negotiation, raising capital, that is the currency of the new rich. Specialized knowledge is what makes an engineer build an empire, instead of just collecting a salary. It's what makes a finance professional design investment dashboards, instead of just reading them. It's what makes an entrepreneur see opportunity where everyone else sees risk. And then comes imagination, the workshop of the mind. Here's where Hill's wisdom burns brightest in the digital age. Because AI is nothing but a reflection of human imagination turned into code. But the spark, the original seed, will always be human. No machine can dream with purpose. No AI can desire with hunger. Imagination is your weapon, your tool, your birthright. And when you marry imagination to action, wealth flows like water. but you will face resistance. Hill taught that every master of success must fight through the twin guardians, persistence and adversity. In today's world, adversity doesn't just come as bankruptcy or rejection. It comes as algorithms hiding your work, investors slamming the door, people mocking your dreams, the crushing weight of comparison on social media. But persistence, the daily decision to get up and keep moving forward, remains the golden key. Persistence is what makes your startup survive its first failed launch. Persistence is what builds a personal brand brick by brick until the world finally listens. Persistence is what turns a fragile idea into a global empire. And let's not forget organized planning. In Hill's time, it was about building teams, forming alliances, creating blueprints. Today, it means leveraging AI as your assistant, not your master. It means building systems that scale, automating what drains you, and focusing your energy on vision and leadership. Organized planning in 2025 is about assembling digital masterminds, coders, marketers, investors, mentors, AI tools, and a community of believers who push you further than you could ever go alone. So, here's what you must do this week. Write down your definite purpose in one sentence. Make it clear. Make it bold. Make it something that makes your heart race when you read it. Affirm it daily, morning and night. Feed your subconscious with your purpose until it burns into your nervous system. Identify the specialized knowledge you lack. Pick one skill, just one, that will accelerate your path. Commit to mastering it this year. Build your mastermind. No one wins alone. Reach out to one mentor, one peer, one investor, one ally who can multiply your vision. Take one bold action toward your purpose every single day. Small steps compound into empires. Do this and you will separate yourself from the drifters. You will rise above the noise. You will step into the rare air of those who create, rather than consume. Because the future does not belong to AI. The future does not belong to machines. The future belongs to those who master their minds, discipline their thoughts, and act with burning desire and unshakable faith. The future belongs to those who build when others doubt, who persist when others quit, who imagine when others complain. This is the millionaire mindset for an AI-driven world. Not fear of the machine, but mastery of yourself. Not surrender to algorithms, but command of your own mind. Not drifting aimlessly, but marching with definite purpose. So rise. Declare your purpose. Sharpen your faith. Arm yourself with knowledge. Unleash your imagination. Persist until the world has no choice but to recognize your vision. Because in the end, there is no limit, except the one you accept in your own mind. And the greatest riches of this new world will flow not to those who fear change, but to those who dare to master themselves and demand greatness from life.